Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Ragin' Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store for you today. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Texas State Bobcats taking on the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ragin' Cajuns will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A first down for the offense. They'll give it to the back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes his connection. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There's a live football. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground with the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, it's Perry. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He wants to throw here on second down. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Ready? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here we go. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Wilson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's McLeod. Safe completion on the screen. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Might as well give it to him again. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
They needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal. Probably a little long for that, but they get the first down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does here.
He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback right now. You know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you if they're going to win the game. The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Off play action. Gets rid of it. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Gives it to the back on the draw. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give to the tailback. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
A 3rd and long coming up here. Fires to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
To the air, it's McLeod. Oh, he makes the catch. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 43. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll try to pop the draw. They could have used a little bit more there and pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on second down. Back to pass, it's McLeod. He's got his man. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to get it through the air. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. They'll run the screen. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is four-down territory. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Raging Cajuns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. It's a draw. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Perry. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. At the 35, he's open. He's off to the races. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go.
Right, David, he's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach, you saw it on that play.
Gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
They'll run it from the gun. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Oh, ball's out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. It's great to have a running threat at quarterback, but he's got to take care of the ball once he gets into traffic, and he didn't there.
He does, Reese, and he's a guy that is going to get a lot of opportunities to carry the football in this game because of the speed, because of his open field running ability, but you're right. You've got to be better with your ball security. This defense, when they see the quarterback running, they start getting excited. That's a guy they feel they can rip the ball away from. They did right there.
Working that left side. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
The give to Davis. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did. And the ball slipped out. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short if you can get them aggressive and the defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
On the move. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
To the air. It's McLeod. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Scanning the field, it's McLeod. He's taking the shot. Brings it in down the left side. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Fires to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control to be able to hang in the air but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football.
Fires toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. And the Bobcats in the hurry up.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Give to the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Raging Cajuns are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He wants to take the top off. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll try the left side. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throw toward the sidelines is caught, but he caught it out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. The run to the left. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Handoff to the single running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll try it over the left side. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And the Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They'll give it to him again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. It would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch with your coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.